Fine-tuning a large model for every task is expensive. You copy and retrain billions of weights each time. Prompt tuning offers a lighter path. Instead of changing the model, you freeze it completely and learn a tiny set of input vectors, called a soft prompt, that steer it toward your task. In this video, why full fine-tuning hurts, what soft prompts are, how they train, the main variants, the code, and when to use them. Start with the pain. Full fine-tuning updates every parameter in the model. For 7 billion parameter model, that means storing a whole new 7 billion parameter copy for each task you support. 10 tasks, 10 giant checkpoints. It is slow to train, heavy to store, and awkward to serve. There had to be a way to adapt a model without duplicating it every single time. Here is the key distinction. A hard prompt is the text you type, real words the model reads, like, summarize this article. A soft prompt is different. It is a set of learned vectors that live in the model's embedding space, not real words at all. You cannot read them, but through training they become a highly tuned instruction that pushes the model toward one specific task. So what exactly is a soft prompt? It is a small block of continuous vectors, sometimes called virtual tokens, appended to your input. During training, the entire model stays frozen. Only these few vectors are updated by gradient descent. That is often less than 0.1% of the parameters. The base model never changes, so one frozen model can back many different tasks. Let's watch the training loop. You prepend the soft prompt vectors to the input, then run a normal forward pass through the frozen model. You compare the output to the target and compute a loss, exactly like ordinary training. But when the gradients flow back, they update only the soft prompt vectors. The model's billions of weights are untouched. Repeat until the little prompt has learned the task. There are two main flavors, and the difference is depth. Prompt tuning, from Google in 2021, adds trainable vectors only at the input embedding layer, the simplest and lightest option. Prefix tuning goes deeper. It prepends trainable vectors to the hidden states of every layer in the model. More knobs to learn, more expressive, but slightly less parameter efficient than plain prompt tuning. A related branch is p-tuning. Instead of learning the prompt vectors directly, it uses a small helper network, a prompt encoder, often an LSTM or MLP, to generate them. Its successor, p-tuning version 2, applies these learned prompts at every layer, much like prefix tuning, and proved strong on language understanding tasks across a wide range of model sizes, rivaling full fine-tuning. In code, the Hugging Face PEFT library makes this easy. You wrap your frozen base model with a prompt tuning config, choosing how many virtual tokens to learn. You then train as usual, but only the soft prompt is trainable. When you save just those few vectors, often only kilobytes, instead of a multi-gigabyte model copy. Prefix tuning and p-tuning have their own configs. How does this compare to LoRA, the other popular efficient method? LoRA injects small low-rank updates into the model's weights, so it is more expressive and tends to win on complex tasks. Prompt tuning touches only the input, so it is even lighter and makes swapping tasks trivial, but it can underperform on tasks that differ a lot from pre-training. Many teams simply reach for LoRA first. So here is the family at a glance. Prompt tuning learns input vectors only. Prefix tuning learns vectors at every layer. P-tuning generates the prompt with a small encoder, and version 2 makes it deep. All of them share one core idea: freeze the giant model, and learn a tiny stirring signal instead of rewriting the weights. Each trades a little expressiveness for a lot of efficiency. Where does this shine? Multitask serving. Because the base model is frozen and shared, you can host one copy in memory and attach a different soft prompt per task, even mixing tasks in a single batch. Each task's adapter is tiny, so storing hundreds of them costs almost nothing. It is also handy when you cannot or should not modify the base model's weights at all. And here is the headline result. In Google's original paper, as models grew past a few billion parameters, prompt tuning caught up with full fine-tuning, matching its quality on the 11 billion parameter T5 model, while training under 0.1% of the parameters. The bigger the base model, the smaller the gap. Scale is what makes this tiny trick work. So, to recap, Full fine-tuning duplicates a giant model for every task. Prompt tuning freezes the model and learns a small soft prompt, a set of continuous vectors, to steer it instead. Prefix tuning and p-tuning go deeper for more power. It is cheap, tiny to store, and at scale it can match full fine-tuning. Save this and follow for more clear AI explainers.